Hello, everybody. The challenge community. Well, this is it. Day one. This has finally started. Welcome. Welcome to all of you. And thank you very much for joining me on this journey because this is going to be a very special week. And I guarantee you, at the end, you're going to be different and you're going to have so many more tools and frameworks and ways of thinking that are going to help you move forward with your business and with life. So again, thank you so much. Well, as I said, just in case, just to check, I've sent an email about an hour ago with all the content for this session. So you should have the slides to look at. And in case you haven't received it or you haven't seen it yet, I've also posted on the group page the same information with the slides for you to download. So yeah, it's just time to get started. And I'm also sharing that I'm using Facebook Live for this, just trying a new technology. If you're not happy with the way it looks, with the quality of the sound and the interaction, I can change to Zoom tomorrow, for instance. So one thing I'm going to be asking you and that I will appreciate a lot during this week is that you let me know what you think. How is it going? Is it working for you? Because remember, the only reason why I'm doing this is for you, okay? So I would like you to make the most from it and don't miss a thing, as the song says, I think. Okay, well, today is going to be about purpose. And the 5-day challenge has to do a lot with purpose because we're going to be looking into purpose today. And at the end, we're going to make sure everything that we've done is in alignment with it. And you might be wondering, well, Jose, what's the whole thing about purpose? And this is why it's so important to me, because purpose is that guiding principle. Purpose, I see it as the compass that guides me and that will guide you through your life. So knowing what your purpose is, and what by this I mean that thing that gives you meaning, that thing that wakes you out of bed in the morning, the reason why you wake up and go out there, that's your purpose. And if you're not clear about it, let's find it together. Let's start asking different questions and start looking for it, because one way or another you will find it. And why am I so certain? Because I found it. So if I can, so can you. And yeah, it is as simple as that. So with the questions we're going to be looking at, you will start developing that sense and that knowledge, and you're going to start finding new clues, and that will help you, again, finding that reason behind who you are. So if you're ready, I would like to get started with the presentation and run you through a bit of an introduction of what we're going to be looking at this week. Now I just need to go and see how I can share the screen. Oh, that's going to be, I sort of had that figured out. Just bear with me one sec. I had checked that before I started the Facebook Live, and it was fairly simple. And now it's not letting me share the screen. Okay, well, this is a new learning, and it's what happens in life and business. We have got something planned in many occasions, and I tested it before starting, and yet it doesn't work. And I'm not going to get too frustrated or stop and start a new one. What I'll do, I will continue, and I will open the presentation, which I have on the screen, and I would like you to use your slides as well. If you can find the slides, I will send them to you after the video as well. So please, ask any questions. Follow me with this one here. Yeah, it's amazing because you plan things and then they don't happen the way you wanted it. And I think it's a great learning for people wanting to start a business and for life. So here we go. The 5-day challenge to create a business around your purpose and your customers. And as you will see on the second slide, is the program. And you can see that if you start at the top of the pyramid, you will see that there is a purpose. And that's the way we're starting today. That's where we're starting, okay? But then there is an arrow, a green arrow, that points down at environment and the market. So we're going to look at the purpose today, and then after that, we're going to, on day 2, we're going to go right down to the environment, to the market, start analyzing it. What are the key elements of the market? After that, we're going to look at a macro, micro, and internal. And this is very important because apart from finding purpose, that's why this week is going to be intense, full on, and it's going to be around self-discovery, self-analysis, apart from the external things that we're going to be doing, of course, looking at customers, looking at the people, looking at competitors. So after looking at the environment, we're going to go up into customers, understanding who these people are. What is it that we're doing and for who? And that's the key question, the what for the who. And we'll get there on day 3. Then we're looking at competitors on day 4. And then finally, we're going to wrap it all up, all the different findings, insights, information that we managed to gather throughout these 5 days, well, 4 days at that point. And we're going to put it all in a SWOT, and we're going to start strategizing, and we're going to come up with a strategy to move forward with the project, okay? So this is only the start. We're not going to leave it here. Otherwise, what would be the purpose, okay? So that's the program for this week. I can go over this tomorrow as well if you have got any questions. So that brings me to then day 1 again. And the question is, what's your purpose? And most importantly, what business could emerge from it? And I would like you to start thinking about that more often, okay? What's your purpose and what business could emerge from it? So again, you can see that since the very beginning, we are keeping them together and they cannot go separate. Why not? And here's a clue. As you start growing and developing your business, if it's not in alignment with who you are, with that deeper purpose, the first time, the first or second occasion you come into a problem, a big obstacle, you may want to quit. And if that purpose is not ingrained in your business, as I said, you may quit. So asking yourself the question, why did I start, is what's going to help you moving forward. That's why I make special emphasis on the importance of mindset as you're growing, growing and developing a business. Because there's going to be loads of obstacles, problems, failure is going to be there, and you need to be ready. So if your purpose is ingrained in your business, it's in alignment, it's going to help you because you're going to be motivated, aren't you? You're going to know why you're doing it, and then that's going to propel you further. So when we speak about purpose, what are those questions? And you'll see on the slides, I decided to write some down. I would like you to then write the answers, and the answers don't have to be just the one. Whatever you think is right, write as many as you can think of. And what we'll do, we'll review them tomorrow. And you can always come back to me. You can leave comments on the group. You can text me. You can email me, okay? So I would like you to, again, as I say, make the most of this week. So feel free to get in touch with me. So the first question is, what is it that you love doing? Okay? And as I said, you'll have it on the slides. But what is it that you love doing? Number 1. If you think about it, it can be, for example, I love going to the gym. I love business as well. I do like cooking up to a certain extent, of course. So write it all down. What comes to mind? What is it that you love doing? This is very important. And then we'll go on to the next question, which is, what are your talents? What are your talents? What are you good at? And a good way to look at this is, when people come to you, what do they come for? Do they come because they want to have a laugh? Do they come because they want your advice? What are the topics they tend to discuss with you? Do they ask for your opinion? When they do, what's the subject? Start thinking about all of that and link it to your talents, okay? What is it that you're good at as well? What is it that, again, you love doing is the first one, and what are your talents? What are you really good at, okay? Think about those, write them down. Then, very important, because you may love, for instance, swimming or baking. That's just a very plain example. And you might be very good at it, but then is there a need in the market? Does the market need that? How do you know? And this is a very important question, because I've done it in the past, and I know many of my clients, when I speak to them, they come to me, yes, Jose, this is what I want to do. This is great, and I want to make so many thousands every year. And I say, that's great, okay? I encourage you to do that. But then the question is there a need in the market, okay? It's fine to follow your dreams, your emotions, your feelings, and also knowing with certain certainty that there is an opportunity in the market for that product. So what does the market need at that point? Is there an opportunity? That takes me to the next question. And as I said, write them all down. That takes me to the next question. What is that something people would be willing to pay for? Okay, and I read it again. What is that something people would be willing to pay for? Okay, because you may be really good at something, you may love doing it, there might be a need in the market, okay, but are people willing to pay for it? Think about it. Are people really going to pay for it? Write down different answers, and also if you have got questions generating from this one, that could be the case, and we can look at them as well. I'm going to grab a bit of water. Then I have another important one, and you'll see them in the material in the slides. What would your ideal business be, and who would it be for? We're going to be looking into these questions in the next few days as well, but I would like you to get started. What would your ideal business be, and who would it be for? As I said, the what for the who. What is that, and who is it for? Who could it be for? If you don't know, what if you knew? What would that be? Okay? And a very important question, because part of the purpose, again, speaking about purpose, behind these 5 days is to ask yourself questions that you haven't asked before. And why is that? Because I would like you to access new resources that you never explored. And that's the mindset side of things that you will start using, learning, and linking to your business. Okay? So when you have found your purpose, that to you is like what? And write the first thing that comes to mind. When you found your purpose, that to you is like what? Okay? And if you have got any questions later, let me know, and I can explain what the purpose behind this question is. But ideally, you should come up with a nice metaphor for it. Okay? And metaphors are great. And that's your unconscious mind speaking. And it's a very nice thing to help you when you are finding your purpose, and also when you're starting a business or running your business. Okay? Right. Well, those are the main questions. Okay? The first one, what is it that you love doing? What are your talents? What does the market need? What is that something people will be willing to pay for? Okay? Start thinking about that, because in the end, some people say that the reason for a business is to make money. And yes, it's to add value to people, certainly. But then if you're not making that money, then there is no business, because there's no way you can sustain it. Okay? So that's important. And then, yeah, what would your ideal business be? Who would it be for? And then when you found your purpose, that to you is like what? And you have got those very cool questions to answer during the day and tomorrow before our next session. And take your time. There is no rush. Okay? There is no rush. If you haven't answered these questions, it doesn't mean that you cannot go on to day 2. That's absolutely fine. You can do the whole week, all the challenges, and the mind will be working in the background for you. Okay? So that's fine. Absolutely fine. And as you see on the slides, when you go to number 6, you'll see that I created a Gantt chart with those questions and purpose bang in the middle. And again, it's just to remind you what you love doing, what you can get paid for, your skills and talents, and what the market needs. And all of that revolves around your purpose. Okay? So those are going to be the questions you're going to be asking yourself. And finally, once I'm finished with this, I would give you some time if you have got any questions, and I'm happy to answer them. And as I said, you can reach me anytime. You can post on the group any questions you have, you can text me, you can email me. And finally, as a bonus, I would say, I wanted to share with you 4 questions. 4 questions that will allow you to find new resources in different situations. But some of those situations can be whenever you're trying to make a decision and you are not sure what the best decision would be. So with these 4 questions, you will start, as I said, reaching new resources that you hadn't had before because basically you didn't get access to them. And these questions will help you. Also, you can use them whenever you're setting a goal or an outcome, and it will give you different alternatives and different outcomes to that goal. Again, another way of looking at things is just looking from different perspectives, okay? And that's very important also when you're running a business and for your life, because sometimes the answer might not be just there as clear as you think. So by looking at things, as I said, from different perspectives, not just asking the one question you always ask, try asking the second question, or a third, or a fourth. This is called the Cartesian questions, and these are 4 questions. So instead of asking just the one question, as usual, in one dimension, we're going to be asking 4 in 4 dimensions, and this is powerful, trust me. I use it all the time when as I say, when I'm not sure about what the best decision might be, I start looking at this. When I'm trying to find a solution for a problem, for problem solving, wow, this helps you put things into perspective. And also when you are setting an outcome, what would happen if I didn't, for example. So I'll walk you through the 4 questions. You will keep them because they are in the slides. And most importantly, answer them. Write it down. And let's review them if you want, or keep them to yourself. But start playing with this. Start training this muscle, okay? Working with that neuroplasticity, developing new brain cells. And these questions are great for that. And you might be wondering, well, Jose, what is the first question? Let me know already. Fine, here it comes. The first question is, and you can apply it to a problem or to a goal. And since we're speaking about a purpose today, why don't we ask some questions regarding purpose? And you can ask these questions regarding any topic. Here I come. What will happen when you find your purpose? That's question number 1. Then, what would happen if you didn't find your purpose? Question number 3. What wouldn't happen if you did find your purpose? And question number 4, what wouldn't happen if you didn't find your purpose? Okay? And now, let them sink, let them do its work, and answer them whenever you're ready. And I would be delighted to hear from you and the answers you get from those questions. And I think we are up to a great start together on this journey. And you are up to a great start. So that is the bonus from today. And yes, I guess again, thank you so much for joining me on this Thursday. If you have got any questions, this is the time. I'll give you a few seconds if you have got something. Otherwise, I will call it a day and we will look at this tomorrow again. So take your time to answer all of these questions. Share them with me if you feel like it. It can be today, it can be tomorrow, it can be any time. As I said, they are working for you in the background. I'm sure you will find your purpose, and I'm sure you will start coming up with great ideas for your business. Or even if you're running a business, you will find new ways of making it work, take it to the next level, or link it to yourself even more. So you have got that passion and that motivation, which is what you need to take a business and your life to the next level. Okay, thank you very much, Tara. That's fine. Remember, answering the questions is for you, not for me. If you, again, want to share them, some of the answers, I'll be delighted to hear about them. If you would like to discuss, I'm always open. And if there isn't anything else, I would like to let you all go. Wish you a great evening if you're in the UK, great morning if you're in Australia, I guess, and well, great day for everybody, really. And this is only the beginning of a great challenge and a great journey. Well, for me, because I'm here with you, but especially for you. So I wish you the very best. And tomorrow I will try Zoom. And don't you worry, you will get the information across. I will post it on, as I said, on Facebook, just to try a different platform, see how it works, and dealing with the situations as they come sometimes. There is no failure, only feedback. I'll leave you with that one. Wish you a lovely evening again, and see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.